Now, obviously, explain to people, man, about pigeonholing, because obviously people don't know the site.
Yeah, so authors sign up, they have to pay, I don't know how much because they wouldn't tell me how much when I applied for it, which is worrying really.
Do you think in your case they saw your book and laughed at it?
They said how much money have you got and we'll decide how much you have to pay, which was a bit worrying.
Yeah, it's a bit that, isn't it? Yeah. It's a bit disconcerting. You tell them 50 pence.
Yeah, then I've heard back, strangely enough. Reading in Bed
is a book review podcast run by
Amanda Steele
and Andy N. It can be found at readinginbed.bandcamp.com,
iTunes, Stitcher and
Spotify, among many others. Enjoy.
He lurked in the shadows, waiting and hoping she wouldn't take a different room. This was her usual room. He knew that. He knew her.
Ghost of Me, the new book by Amanda Steele, can be found at Amazon, Kobo, Waterstones, and many, many other places. Hi guys, it's Andy N. Thanks today for downloading or streaming yet another episode of Spoken Label. As you may or may not be aware, Spoken Label was started in the beginning of 2006, and currently we have well over 150 sessions recorded since then. Although you can find it on various networks, the full archive is available for streaming and downloading at Spoken Label bandcamp.com. It is a free download or free stream in there, but obviously if you feel like chucking me a few pennies that way, it would be eternally grateful to help me keep this podcast going and keep improving my equipment, etc. Enjoy. Speak to you soon. Bye bye. Spoken Label. Hi guys, Andy N. Spoken Label in the house. Special episode today. Not the ambulance going in the background, anyone's wondering, but special episode. Now, what we're going to do today is we've got a 3-person conversation going on today, or me in the middle, where we're going to have a discussion about independent journals and magazines. And to help me out with it, I've got not one, I've got 2 helpers with me. Ali, you want to go first? Tell them who you are and what magazine your magazine is.
Okay, thank you. I'm Alta Mabin from South Africa. I have been writing for a while and I have a few books published. And I'm about to launch my first ever international poetry magazine called Poets United.
And?
A magazine where I want poets to come together after loss, after anything. The reason why they wrote is usually after incredible loss or incredible love, whichever side of the spectrum you want to write. And for people to just feel that they have a forum, a platform where they can explore as well as just express themselves without being judged. Excuse me.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah,
right, let me bring in our other guest and then we'll talk then. Other guest? Who's the other guest?
Okay.
I'm Amanda Steele. I'm the editor and creator of Printed Words, which started out as an e-zine, and then as soon as I saw what it looked like in print, turned into a magazine.
Now, how many issues have you done, Amanda, so far on this?
I think it's 5 and I'm working towards a 6.
Yeah, no, so I thought it'd be fun today, because obviously I've been speaking to you, Ali, haven't I, on some regular and WhatsApp. I know your magazine's launching soon. I thought it could be fun to get the pair of you talking about your experiences of doing your various magazines. Ali, in your case, from your first time, and in Amanda's case on the 5th issue, so...
Nerve-wracking to say the least.
The same for you, Amanda, wasn't it, on your first one? You just started printing words off, wasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't really know what I was doing or what was going to happen, to be honest.
Yeah, like in your case, Ali, then, obviously, like I said, you're just sorting out your first issue, aren't you? What problems have you encountered so far on it?
I think the biggest thing is a lot of writers on the platforms that you and I write to prefer to be in the background. They don't really want to be heard or even their names published. So it's been quite a task to try and get writers to contribute. But yeah, the ones that I do have are the ones that will probably remain right through, and that's okay.
Yeah, no, straight away. Now, what problems have you encountered, Amanda, otherwise?
I've had a few comments from people when I post submission calls saying, "Oh, it's not paying," which is fair enough, but we give what we can, don't we? Because we've got a quarterly prize of £20 or the equivalent of whatever people's currency is.
Yeah. Now, in your case, Ali, then, are you hooked? You just want to try and get your magazine out as a free magazine, don't you? So what are you planning to do? Are you going to be having it like as a Kindle or something on Amazon or on sold as a magazine as well? Are you not sure yet?
Yeah, I think it will be on Amazon and then also on Apple.
Ah.
Most of my other books are, yeah.
Yeah, well, good stuff.
I don't think I want to just remain on Amazon. Like you both know as well, we've veered away from Amazon and we've explored other avenues, and it's been better. Excuse me, it's been great as well.
Oh, cool.
To explore the other avenues.
Now, just so people know, obviously, tell people, both ladies first, Amanda first, how you actually publicise each magazine and how do you get your writers?
Well, I've got a group with over 300 people in it now, so I share it on there.
That's your Facebook group, isn't it?
Yeah, and I also share it on my author page and on Twitter and basically just everywhere I can think of sharing it.
Now, what have you been doing so far, Ali, in your magazine to raise awareness for it?
Yeah, I have. I've made little promo videos and TikTok videos and, just sort of status updates of the cover.
Yeah.
And I've also, as you suggested, I've called for submissions. And I think I've got out of the 5 emails that I received, I found 2 that might be willing to submit, but they haven't done yet. So... yeah, I haven't done much on the calling for submissions, but the promos has been going up for about 2 months now.
No, good stuff. Now, I know in Amanda's case, Ali, it's quite interesting you do the promos, because you've started doing promos, haven't you, Amanda, for bits of your books and stuff?
Yeah.
Like, it's, everyone's wondering, like, on a lot of podcasts I do, Spoken Label, there's a little... what I've been doing, Ali, is, and I'll do this later as off mic for you as well. Is Amanda's done like a 5-minute extract from a novel she's bought out, and what have I done? What have we done, Amanda? There?
Yeah, you've taken a little bit of that and put it as an advert on your podcasts.
Yeah, and that's why it's always good, that sort of thing.
Okay.
You do adverts anyway you can, really, and that's what we've done. Where I've done, like, at the beginning of this podcast, you'll hear it 10 seconds of Amanda, slightly echoed, reading a bit from the book. Then you advertise it. Amanda Steele's new book, Ghost to Me, is available on that sort of platforms. I'll send you the link. You can hear it.
Yeah, send it. I'd love to see it.
Yeah. Like I said, it's on audio thing. It's like I think a lot of you doing the publicity and then it's not a magazine. It's like a book. It's how you actually publicise it.
Well, I got the idea because I read the blurb out of some spoken word nights and it went down so well. I thought, I can record this and reach people that don't go to these spoken word nights.
Yeah. It's any way you can, Ali. You know what I mean? Like, it's Amanda's been thinking of.
Yeah, I don't think everybody would be interested in poetry magazines, but we don't want those who are not interested in them. So those who are, well, I think once they buy the first edition or the first issue, they would look forward to the second and the third and the fourth.
Yeah, you've had that, haven't you? Where you get the same regular people, don't you, that pick up the magazine?
Yeah.
I've got one person,
and that's okay. Those are the ones that we write to anyway.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it starts off into a free. You get in front of your friends doing it, then it expands. You make friends on it, don't you?
Yeah, I've got one person who sends submissions in quite often, and his bio says being published in printed words. It's like, yeah, that's us.
That's why. And the same gentleman in question, Ali, and make you laugh here, he goes around telling people, oh, he's also been interviewed by Spoken Label. And I thought,
that's a different person.
Oh, different person, yeah. So do you know what? Another thing, Ali, what Amanda's done that works really well for him is, and this is the good general tip we're talking here today, is the printed words is when, because Amanda has that, obviously she's got me helping her out on the, I will read the poems with her. I'll do the same for you if you want me to be in your panel for you. I don't mind doing it. I always have a look at stuff.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Would you like to do that, Amanda, as well? Would you?
That's a second pair of eyes.
Yeah, second pair of eyes, yeah. We're pair of us welcome to have a look at your panel for you. and I can read magazine,
Oh,
give
thank
markings
you.
for you. It's not a problem, but it's handy
No,
sometimes.
I'm very blessed to have found the two of you, because I don't think I would have been pushed to do this if it wasn't for you.
Oh, is it really?
So yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
we go way back.
Oh yeah, and I've been talking. I first met you. Yikes, was it last year? Wasn't it? About 7 months ago, when I came across some of your poetry.
September, October, yeah.
Yeah, it's gone really quick. That.
Yeah.
No, that's. I didn't know.
When you were
I
on-
didn't know you'd actually started the magazine off because you've been encouraged by us, so that's really good. But what we do, Ali, is on. Hello. No, it's good. Right. Fortunately, guys, we have lost our third member here, so we're gonna have to try and pause the recording. But we'll be back in a minute.
Spoken mate.
Hi guys. Hopefully we're back with Ali and Amanda. Okay. Apologies before. I think we lost the signal then a few minutes ago. Now, before we lost you, Ali, then you were turning around and told us both that I didn't know this and Amanda didn't. That we've inspired you to do this magazine, and that's I'm made up on that one. I know Amanda is as well. Now,
Yeah, you did.
yeah,
You
thank
did.
you.
Something very interesting that I've been actually, every time we speak, I forget to tell you. Remember when we did my first Evidence of Pain book review?
Yes.
And Amanda said, my poetry is a lot like Amanda Lovelace. Do you remember that?
Yeah, Amanda does. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. So after you said that, I followed her on Twitter, and it was going well until I posted my my review from you guys, and then she unfollowed me.
Oh my god.
So I thought, well, okay, she didn't like me saying that. I always wanted to tell you, it's been months, but I just remembered.
Oh dear. Sorry.
Any fans of Amanda Lovelace and Amanda Lovelace, we do apologise if we've offended
Don't
you.
do it again, please.
Oh, I didn't know that. Sorry, Ali.
That's okay.
Oh,
No,
well,
I'll say.
yeah. Oh well. If you get any submissions of Amanda Lovelace, and
Imagine that. Oh my god.
oh
That
wow.
would be funny.
Oh wow, I didn't know that one. Now, obviously, then let me ask you both then, okay, about design then. Okay, I'll ask Amanda first because Amanda, how do you design your magazines then? And we'll ask you in a second, Ali, the same question.
What do you mean by how?
You know, like your design. Where do you get your ideas from your design from for your magazine?
Well, I have basically anything in from poetry to fiction.
I'm talking about the design of it, not the actual content, the illustrations. And
Yeah,
your
well,
beautiful
it's just
covers.
based on whatever's in the cover at the time and the season, because obviously I only have it every 3 months, so I've got all the seasons, so it's something that's appropriate to that season.
Yeah, and Ali, your magazine then. First of all, how often?
Okay, so
How often
I've
is it we
only-
published?
I've only put the cover out so far, and that photo of the tree is a photo I took about 6 years ago in a place called Nelspruit in South Africa.
I have seen the cover. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So maybe I should put that there, photo taken in Nelspruit, SA. That would be a great idea, actually.
Yeah. Now, okay, let me ask you both another question then, okay? Now, in your case and Ali, how often is your magazine going to be out?
I'm going to try and do it once every 3 months, so basically 4 times a year.
I think that's a good pace because, Amanda,
Yeah.
you can answer it better than me because you do yours 4 times a year, don't you?
Yeah, if I was trying to do it monthly, it'd be too much. It'd take up all my time and I wouldn't be able to do anything else.
No.
Yeah, I think quarterly is a good move for you straight away with that. So, and are you just going to have poetry in your magazine, or are you going to have anything else in it, Ali, as well?
No, it's going to be poetry, and then I will. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do like interviews with writers, links to the platforms or their websites, and then some of their work. And the aim of the book is for people to find information as well. So I will post. I'll print. With every issue, there will be something about haiku and some examples, and what it's all about. Some history on it. Some famous poets from that era.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, maybe post some of their work, so people can actually get into the magazine not just to read our stuff, but to also learn why we do what we do.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Certainly. Yeah, that's a very good idea. Like, I know in your case, Amanda, in printed words, you don't do that, do you? You like to have a variety of things in your magazine, don't you?
Yeah, we actually take creative non-fiction, short fiction, flash fiction and poetry and book reviews, even though we might not always get all of those in the same episode, but in the same issue, sorry, but
Yeah. Now,
we do take them.
what I want to ask you both as well is, because this applies to Amanda more than you, Ali, have you had any problems so far, Amanda, with writers that have been doing your head in the bits and pieces, submissions?
A certain person, we sent him some critical feedback that people had said, and it was constructive, and he didn't like it all, and he said he didn't expect the critique, and he's been published in X amount of places, and he thinks that our viewers will be missing out on reading his poetry.
Wow.
Yeah. I take it as, how have your submissions been so far then, Ali? Have you not had any inappropriate submissions, shall we say?
No,
I know
not really.
I know Amanda has.
To how I address those kind of things, but I've had someone comment on a comma or a full stop or something, but nothing. I don't know why, but I've never really, unless I've asked for it, and there has been forums where I've sent in some of my longer poems to be to get feedback. So I've had some really, really good feedback. I don't see that as negative, because we grow from that.
Yeah. I'm a firm believer. I completely agree with that. I think as writers,
I mean, you've read some of my stuff that you told me, because I know your reaction. Sometimes you'll say brilliant, and then someone will say, oh, very good. So that's also how I know, okay, I've got to up my game because Andy didn't think that was great. So that's feedback to me as well.
Do we do that to you, Amanda? Do I? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Amanda says, yeah, I told her she's crap.
No. And I know you read my stuff to her, so it's like a double whammy when you say, oh, good one.
Yeah. No, it does. It's one of the best experiences I've had so far then, Ali, and just a general talk of anyone who runs magazines, is when Amanda asked me to host the live event for printed words last year.
Yeah.
Now,
Yes.
Amanda, tell Ali about that, where that came about from, and what the experience you and that was.
Yeah, there was somebody who we both know, and I saw that she'd put her name down to apply for this festival in Manchester, and I thought I'll do the same and do it as printed words. I didn't think I'd get it.
Yeah.
And then they messaged me and says, yeah, we've given you a 1 hour slot for printed words. And I thought, oh no, now I've got to go and sort it out and actually start asking people and put an event together.
Yeah. Wow.
That was
that's wonderful.
I've hosted stuff before, and me and Amanda and a friend of ours co-run an open mic night, so that wasn't really much of trouble for me. But it was a brand new experience for you, Amanda, wasn't it?
Yeah, I put in a lot of work in the run up to it, and you put in a lot of work on the day, didn't you?
Yeah, because what we ended up doing, Ali, there was we ended up. Go on, Amanda, come. Your story.
Yeah, we had some of the local people read out a poem or whatever that had been in the magazine, and then also read out a poem from somebody who lives further away who wouldn't be able to get there.
Yeah. Wow.
That is
just
there was
amazing.
There was a powerful experience, that was, because we learnt a lot about yourself as a person when you're on stage. I didn't daunt me too much. I've done it before. When you're trying to do it in front of like 100 people and you're trying to build awareness up in the magazine, and it works really well. There's someone like you to bear in mind for yourself when you're doing your magazine. You might get something.
I think for South Africans it's very difficult. And that's why every time I talk about it, I always say it's an international poetry magazine, because I don't actually think it would be popular in South Africa. I've only sold like maybe 5 of my books in South Africa. The rest of it all overseas. So
I think you're saying here, Amanda. You do it on the market. We've sold a few through local writer friends, but you've sold a few, haven't you, Amanda?
Yeah, I think it's an even mix at the moment from the UK
Yeah.
and around the world.
Yeah, I think a lot of it comes from Ali, is anybody tip to do magazines, because I'm only hosting today really, and I've been in the background for Amanda. But I can say I've seen things where it's a lot of it is you just keep building the brand up and the awareness,
Yeah.
and you're doing little videos and stuff, which I think are great ideas. You just gotta keep thinking of ways to keep building the awareness up in the magazine.
Yeah, I think the videos and the photos that we took at the live event, I think really helped more than on the actual day. Because we got a lot more local submissions in after that.
Oh, you did, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's why. So it's something to bear in mind for yourself. And in your case, you might want to speak to people whose magazines you accept, get them to send you little videos in of the pieces,
Yes,
or extracts,
yes.
or audio extract, anything you can. Really, that in your case, that might help you better. What do you think, Amanda?
Yeah,
Is there anything that you could do then for such a distance, or?
Just keep sharing it, really.
Yeah. And have you set up a group for this yet, Ali? Your magazine on Facebook?
No, I haven't. I am going to do it soon. I actually started my Instagram again today.
Oh yes.
So I'll be putting a lot of content on there. And then, yes, I want to do... But remember, my poetry Facebook is about all the poetry, so I can integrate the magazine into there. Or do you think I should have a separate one just for the magazine? What is your thoughts on that?
I've got a separate one, but I also share it through my author and my personal pages as
Okay.
well.
Yeah, I've got several groups to do the podcasting on. Sometimes it crops up all over the place, doesn't it? So
Yeah.
they call it a lot of it is Ali, it's cross promotion really, and that's a good tip for anybody to bear in mind. It's like you just learn
But then
promote
it's
where you can.
probably a better idea then, because then also when I call for submissions, I can do it from there and not from my usual account.
Yeah, I think I'd do it everywhere. I literally would do it any way you can really.
And
'Cause-
I've seen that.
yeah. What another thing Printed Words does really is quite unusual, Ali. And I'll let Amanda explain. But you read your panel.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have Andy use a permanent fixture, whether he likes it or not.
I'm on the panel. I can't escape from that. So.
And then we have guest submission readers, even though we've taken on 2 more permanent people who are going to do alternative issues. So one will do one issue and one will do the other. But we're also open to having other guest readers as well to join them.
Yeah, and that's where it's worked really well, Ali. That has for Amanda, because I think it's a good tip for anybody to bear in mind. It's where you actually, because you can get different people in, different viewpoints all the time, and that's why when Amanda sends feedback to writers,
Yeah.
it helps. It says you because
Group is.
yeah, it breaks it down all the time. And
Okay.
what's been good is we've actually made friends out of some other people on these, because on the second issue,
Oh yes, we've met some great
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
we
Like-minded people.
yeah, you do. You meet when you least expect it. Because on the first issue we did, the person we had it wasn't quite planned. The
No.
first issue, we didn't go quite planned the first issue, should we say? But
She was unreliable,
Yeah.
wasn't she?
yeah, I'm not going to go into bad mouthing
No.
because.
Won't
But
name any names.
but on the second issue, we've got a lady called Ros Weaver coming, and Ros is absolutely superb, and we hadn't met her at that
Yeah.
point.
And we've had her do a second issue as well, and she's going to do every other issue now because we're really pleased with what she did.
And then on the third issue, Maria came on board, didn't
Yeah,
she?
she's going to do the other issues
Yeah.
that Roz doesn't do.
Yeah, that's a lady called Maria Byrne. And we hadn't met Maria at that point either, so Maria's a fascinating lady, and she won't mind us saying this, because Maria's actually, is she completely deaf?
I think at least mostly, if not completely.
Yeah, she's certainly, I think she's partly deaf, if not fully, and she comes along to readings and gets the flavour of people's words by reading the lips.
Sure.
That's
That is awesome though.
Yeah,
Wow.
you do. You do, and that's why I
It's
like it.
almost inspirational.
Yeah, it is. There's so many, it's certainly doing this one, Ross, I don't call you Ross now, Ali, we've met an awful lot of writers, and some of you make cases we might interact with you over the internet, over Skype like this, or Facebook, but you meet people in person because there's a lot around the scene around here. But in your case, you're meeting people over the internet, and you make friends that way, you do, I think.
Yeah.
Right, okay, let me ask
There's
you
some
both.
really great friends, and I think over the months, you and Amanda have honestly pushed me into all the right directions, and Yeah, I think you've earned your couple of pages in my magazine.
Did I tell you? Just set a point for everybody here. When Ali, how many books did you bring out
By
last
the
year?
way, I still haven't got Amanda's. I've got yours, I haven't got Amanda's.
We'll sort them out. Monday we'll sort them out. A
saying.
reminder. It's a good point for everybody here. What Ali did last year, Amanda, I never told you about this. How many books did you bring out last year, Ali? You brought a few books out, didn't you?
Up to 12. I've done my 13th one in January.
Yeah, and I suggested to you last year, didn't I? Back in the last year, why do you do a best of book?
You did.
You say best of albums.
You did. You said best of, and then I changed it to collection of.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was your idea.
Yeah.
That was your idea.
Yeah, I thought it was down. What I was going to ask you both then is, because we're obviously thinking ahead now. Ali, just to confirm to people, because this podcast is going to go live quite quickly. When is the closing date for your next magazine?
On the 1st of April.
1st of April, okay. And when do you anticipate the first issue will be out?
Oh, I thought that was the question.
Yeah, sorry, that's the closing date, is it? Or is the issue magazine coming out on the 1st of April?
The closing. You know what? If I get it a week before, that's fine. I can still work with it. But preferably like within the next couple of days.
Right, yeah. I'm going to get this live for you.
Because we've got like 2 weeks left, yeah.
I'm going to get your podcast live in the middle of the week, okay? So it'll be about Wednesday next week, okay? That will straight away. I'm going to do this live for you. Amanda, your case at the moment is Printed Words issue 5 is out already, isn't it?
Yeah, and submissions for the next one are about to open. And they're going to close again on the 10th of May.
Now, let me explain to Ali what Amanda's also doing. Amanda, tell Ali about your spin-off from Printed Words.
Yeah, I'm doing a charity anthology for poems about, they can be about cancer and loss and cancer survival, but they don't have to be, they can be about anything. But for that one, that's going to be UK mainly, just so we've got a chance of having local people go to any book launch we might do.
Okay, yeah, I think I saw something, you calling for submissions on that. I remember reading something about that.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, okay, to actually,
Brilliant idea.
I think she's on the face, because it's a great idea, doesn't it? Because it's memory of your dad, this one, Amanda, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I don't know, Ali, if you know, but Amanda lost her dad a few years ago through cancer, so that's why I know it's partly in tribute to him. So, anyhow, to conclude, ladies, because I want to talk to you off mic, Ali, anyway, for a bit. If people want to find out more about you, both, your publications, Amanda, where do they go?
Right, so you go to www.amandasteelwriter.com and then you click on the little printed words tab.
Okay, and we'll get that, and you'll find it there. In your case, Ali, it's for your Facebook page at the moment, isn't it? If you want to find out more about your magazine.
Yeah, my Facebook page and my email. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
You've got that.
I've got the details of it. I can pass that on.
I'll send it all to you anyway.
Yeah. I've got it. I can do that for you. Right. Okay, ladies. We'll conclude the chat bit. Now, like I said, it's showing you today where everyone we have two different points of view about where our magazines. It's been quite interesting this actually today. So, thank you both for it. Hang around, Ali, because we need to speak to you off mic. So, thank you as well, Amanda. And this is Sandy in, signing out. See you soon, all guys.
Spoken, mate.